So Jeffree Star just released a video about an hour ago. If you guys have not watched it, of course, I will leave it in the link down below. But this is a video he's been teasing about over on his Instagram for the last couple of days. We knew it was going to be a more serious discussion because he said so in his Instagram story. And honestly, I mean, that didn't really tell us anything because he's always in the spotlight, always in drama, controversies. And here lately, he's not really been talking about any of that. So when he started teasing about this on his Instagram story, all of us were like, okay, what could it be? Well, come to find out, you guys, it's a lot of different things. It's not just one thing. The big takeaway from the video is that Jeffree Star is moving from California and he is selling his beautiful, gorgeous, expensive home. He opened up about a lot of different things in this video, plumb down to just how depressed he's been for 2020 and 2021. Essentially, he says he bought the home just because he wanted to prove himself in a way. You know, Jeffree is a rich man. That is definitely no denying that. But he said that he bought the home because he wanted to show off a little bit. And if you guys remember, this was around the time that him and Nate broke up as well. So I don't think that was something he's seen in the future. I don't think he expected to live in that home by himself that way. Yes, he has had people live with him throughout this year, last year, but for the most part, he has been alone. That's a big house. Essentially, it could be a hotel, which he does mention in the video. It's huge. So, you know, to be in such a huge home with all of this money, I've said this before in other videos, you guys, it doesn't matter the amount of money you got, what type of materialistic things you own. If you are depressed, if you're unhappy, none of that's going to fix it. And Jeffree pretty much opens up and says that in this video. He did also talk about him and Nate's relationship and their big breakup, which is something he has not done a lot of. Other than just some simple banter back and forth type of thing, Jeffree's really not talked about it. So to see him open up about how hard that really was for him and how Nate really was the first love of his life, he believes that Nate was his true love and he doesn't know if he'll ever have that with another human being again. We all seen how hard he worked. That's one thing I do have to give him. I may not agree with all of his decisions, but right after the breakup, he threw himself into his work. And he opens up about how he did that because he didn't want to face his emotions and really deal with it. But unfortunately, because he didn't deal with it, it caused him a lot of emotional issues throughout the last couple of years. And to see him opening up about that and how now he is going to therapy and he's really working through it because he didn't even try to work through it. He also talks about his relationships since Nate and how he's very well aware that none of them were authentic or good. And because of his experiences, he's done looking. He says he's done. He wants to focus on himself. He is no longer trying to, you know, be a bachelor out here and find someone. And that's the way it should be. Love is something, it's one of those weird things that when you stop looking and you stop focusing on it, it will come to you in time. You just have to have faith in that and not dwell on it. And I believe that for Jeffree as well. Speaking on therapy though, Jeffree does open up about how he is working on a lot of different things with his therapist, not just the breakup, not just, you know, being depressed the last couple of years, but also all of the drama and controversies that are constantly circulated around him and his brand. He admits that he has not created a great name for himself. You know, he is known for exposing people and calling people out for things. And that is the name that he made for himself. He talks about how essentially he thought that that's what he needed to do in order to be noticed here on the internet. And he says that he just wanted to be taken seriously. And he thought that he had to do all of these things, be this hard badass in order to get real respect from others. And no, he did not talk about any of the new drama and controversies around his name because, like I said, there's always something, but he does acknowledge it. And he says he knows that all these people are saying different things, but he's not going to acknowledge it because he has seen the damage doing that has caused him and his brand and his name throughout the years. So he's trying to grow internally and not continue going down that same road. Basically, this video was a video of him taking accountability of a lot of different things. He does mention his brand and how his sales have went down. which we already knew this. I think all of us knew this. We have seen the numbers. We've seen how the launches have went. But for Jeffree to sit down publicly and say so is a really big deal, because usually Jeffree will just ignore it or be like, oh, everything's great, everything's awesome. And the fact that he didn't do that in this video and he was openly honest is a huge deal for him. I myself made the decision a while back not to support Jeffree's brand anymore for a lot of different reasons, but nonetheless, at the end of the day, I do wish him nothing but the best, and I really do hope that he grows from all of this. At the time of him posting the video, he says his house is already on the market and him and some of his team members will be residing in Wyoming. He did say, however, he will be coming back to California on a monthly basis. A lot of his other team members will be staying in California, keeping the fort down. And I'm not gonna lie, he sounded extremely authentic and genuine in his video. I know there's gonna be people in the comments saying Jeffree Star is a horrible person and all of these things. You guys, I don't know. All I'm going to say is I wish him the very best. I hope that his therapy works. I hope that he can grow as a person and become a better person, because we can all become better. And with that being said, that is all I got to say on this subject. You guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you believe that Jeffree really is trying to learn and grow, or do you think this is a part of a scheme? He's about to sell something. Let me know in the comments. Also, if you want to stay in the loop with everything going on in the drama world, please consider subscribing to the channel and tapping the bell for post notifications. That way you are notified every single time I upload. You guys know I appreciate you too, the moon and stars, and until the next time, mwah!